question.
Yeah.
See if you can validate my my thoughts. So I'm looking at the pet food lined up, ready to go in.
Right.
But is it my understanding that this pet food can't touch that line?
Until the human food is off out of that vessel and down at the end of the line.
Okay. Okay.
What does end of the line mean?
So
where they're packing right now.
So okay, so so they're packing. So Jorge thinks it's got to be removed from the line, but you're saying it's the end of the line.
I have asked Jim, as long as we don't have any human food in the vessel and we don't have any human food on the line, we can start loading and then put it into the...
Okay, so then we got an opportunity then. And then maybe, you know, we got to figure out a little more of a marriage for the end of second shift, beginning of third, because if that statement is true, then we could get a freebie and we could be loading up. This could have been started loading 10 minutes ago.
As long as it was out of the vessel, yeah.
Just came out of the vessel about 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
So it's got to be out of the vessel.
Out of the vessel and away from everything.
Out of the vessel. So we would have, so 2 minutes. And so is she the one getting ready to pack the tubes?
Him and Abdella.
Okay.
And he's putting the numbers in there now.
Okay, so he's putting in the recipe and they're starting.
Well, we could have went early, yeah.
So based on what he's saying, we got 2 minutes about, because those tubes came out about 2 minutes ago, and they're loading up now. So according to how he perceives it, we've got a 2-minute opportunity here. But that still makes no sense to me.
Longer over here, because they empty down 10 minutes
So you're gonna get lines started.
Nope, I got you.
So there's a lot of latent time there, a little less still.
Well, I gotta get a clearer definition of that, because the end of the line, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand why it couldn't just be, I get the separation, but is that just the USDA inspector making up a rule?
Well, they don't want to push, they probably don't want the tubes full of dog food pushing consumables.
I get that. I get that,
That's probably why they want it empty, and then now they go. Yeah, right then, boom.
Yeah, that doesn't make. I think there's an opportunity in the discussion.
Yeah, I agree though. I mean,
yeah, there's an opportunity. I think it's worth challenging. I think it's worth getting with Stuart and just challenging the.
I was timing this one. So far, it's been 22 minutes since the last run started. So check 8. So I don't know. Whenever these start.
See, interesting enough, they came straight here. They didn't go to their staff meeting. They did a really quick boom, 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 and then right here.
Really?
And the rest of the group is at the staff meeting.
Oh, really?
So he's getting things set up. He met with them. So he's moving them around now, so he's setting up the back end of the lines now. So he's got a preset list of who's gonna go where, but then he's gotta adjust that list based on absenteeism.
How would you say is absenteeism?
Oh, I would say that he, on average, is missing 2 to 3 minimum per night. Minimum per night.
So they're already in dog food.
Yeah, this line's, they started right up. They were getting this ready. There was nothing on it. And they were getting this line ready some time ago.
All right. So it's variable, but huge opportunity there.
Yeah, there is, but I think I think there's a discussion to be had just to understand the rules and why the rules are. Because I'm curious, did we abuse something in the past? And if we abuse something, did we get our hands slapped and then someone say, okay, this is what I want you to do moving forward?
Yeah.
Or is that really the law?
You know, I didn't see a USDA guy here blessing this.
No, well, they don't. It's dog food.
They don't come and even care.
Dog food.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dog food. It'd be south, over at the south building looking at the tray line. That's where they're at right now.
Okay.
But I think it's worth just the discussion because there's a gap there. Couple tools we could build on a table or whatever. But I'm going to ask the simple question of how come it can't be on the... We must have made an error. And then we're living off of the hand slap that we got.
And it's probably been years.
Yes.
Probably just, it's been that way all the time. Nobody really knows the rule now. You know, we might ask Kurt. Well, he hasn't been here that long, has he?
Kurt's been here since the infancy of the HPP program.
Maybe he'll know. I have a question for him.
on the law of wait for the human consumables to move down the line.
Yes.
I'm just curious if that's a set in stone rule or if we made an error in the past and the USDA guy said, hey, this is what I want you to do.
This is what I've been told is a regulation. Human consumables and pet food cannot be on the line together at any time other than I have always had the 2 tubes out, and then that way they can start packing this in. By that time, those tubes should be packed out so the load can go in and start running.
Okay. So on this line, we had about, based on that rule, we had about a 2-minute opportunity on this line based on that rule, where we could have got them loaded about 2 minutes earlier. This one over here, about 10 minutes earlier. However, your shift didn't start yet. Yep. So.
And I usually have anywhere from a 5, 7 to 10 minute meeting
at
the start of the shift to get everybody off.
Yeah, so this one here, yes, there was 10 minutes, but your shift didn't, your second shift was ending at about 9:55, and then you would have came out at about 10:06, 10:07. So that would have been the 10 minutes there.
They're all converted now.
What's that?
They're all converted
now. They're all converted now.
That's my team.
Yep. I think we got some good notes. We got some good discussion points.
All right, I got my first 2 up there. So.
Fine. You do your thing. Don't worry about me. Do your thing. Do your thing.
F5. I need an answer. I need that thing taken care of.
Put it down the aisle.
That's what I've been doing.
That's all you can do.
All right.
You asked the question.
And I sent the emails out, and I was,
and you got crickets.
And Jenny O went back there, and that filled up all of my F5 space.
But you sent the email asking the question for clarification. You got crickets.
Yep.
Fill the aisle.
I will.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah.